Gymnasium on the campus of St. Augustine Prep. Tonight, we bring you another edition of St. Augustine Prep Hermits basketball, right here on the Hermits Broadcasting YouTube channel, as the 7-2 Hermits take on the Greyhounds of Pleasantville, who enter tonight's contest with a record of 6-4. And welcome into our broadcast booth. I am Robert Holland, and I am joined again with the longtime St. Augustine assistant coach, Dave Catalana. So, Coach, since we last saw the Hermits on our broadcast versus Vineland, they went down and took care of business versus a tough Atlanta Tech team, winning 54-43 on Monday night.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Rodeo about that game. They struggled a little bit. That Atlantic Tech team is a little better than some people maybe give them credit for. They've got some seniors that can play. And the Hermits struggled a little bit. Matt Delaney, a little bit out of character for him, struggled from the floor. But at the end of the game, the Hermits kind of pulled away in the third quarter and held on in the fourth.
Atlanta Tech came into that game with a record of 5-3 and gave the Hermits a tough time for 3 quarters. The Hermits were led again on Monday night by Matt Delaney, who had 14 points and continues to be the Hermits' top scorer.
And he's been doing that, all season long. In Florida, he did average over 20 down there. He's been the inside guy that's been the key for the Hermits so far in this 9 games.
The Hermits go contribute tons, from others, as well as the backcourt duo of Kevin Foreman and Elmarco Jackson. Each had 13. John Horner with 6 and Keith Palak with 5. Once again, the Hermits showing that balance.
That's the tough part about this St. Augustine team. There's not one person you need to take away. You have to take away multiple people, and they've gotten that balance scoring throughout the year so far.
That's spot on. So after struggling a little against Atlanta Tech, how would you expect Coach Rodeo to approach this game tonight?
Well, I don't think 9 games in he's going to change his approach too much. Same starting 5 he's had. He shortened his bench a little bit in the second half against Atlantic Tech, but I don't see major changes. One thing that he has been doing is he's been using Quentin Gormley as that 6th man off the bench. He played very well against Vineland in our last broadcast. He played well again against Atlantic Tech. I think he's very comfortable with Quentin in that role, and he can sort of come in for anybody on the floor and maybe shift a person one way or another, because Quentin gets you a little of everything, some scoring, some ball handling, and some rebounding.
Pleasantville comes in tonight's game with a record of 6-4. They started out the season with 4 straight wins, then lost 3 in a row over the Christmas break. Their last outing was an impressive 64-60 win over Middle Township.
Well, and talking to their coach Warner, he said this is a young team, and young teams seem to make mistakes sometimes. He said they'll come out one night and play great against a very good team, maybe like tonight, and another night they're going to go out and they'll lose to a team that has no business playing with them, and that's part of a young team. The one thing he did say about them is they play hard all the time.
Pleasantville is led by senior Narquise McLaughlin and juniors Noel Gonzalez and Elijah Jones.
Well, Elijah Jones really is the key. I mean, this is the, other than the St. Pat's or the Patrick School game, this is the first time the Hermits are facing another big guy. I mean, this is a 6'8" junior who's averaging better than 20 points a game. He's had one game against Bridgeton where he had 33 points and 18 rebounds. This is a key for someone that St. Augustine has to control, and that's really going to be on the shoulders of Matt Delaney.
It should be a good matchup tonight. So we will see if the Hermits can remain hot and take care of Pleasantville tonight, as we will be bringing you all the action here on the Hermits Broadcasting Network. Tonight's game is being brought to you by all of our great Hermit Pride sponsors: Toyota of Vineland, Ottager Golf Group, Clark and Fox Law Firm, NMR Events, Pickwickian Tavern, Atlantic Medical Imaging, Proof Productions, and last but not least, Richland Carpet and Flooring.
So tell me a little bit about, I see the Rowdies are in different dress. I see you in your Hawaiian shirt. So what's going on tonight with the students?
So tonight, there was a poll later last night, and it looks like we decided to go with the beach theme today for the Richland Rowdy section. A lot of people are showing up to this game. It looks like it's going to be a big one.
Well, it is a big one. We got some of the other local media here, radios here tonight. Some of the other sportscasters are here to cover this game. This is one of those, a little bit of a traditional rival with Pleasantville. Going back a lot of years, Pleasantville has been one of those teams that can give St. Augustine some trouble. Their athleticism is a big key, and there's like I said, now they've got a guy in the middle. They've got a big guy, and I'm really interested to see how Matt Delaney handles, another big player.
Actually, the last time we played here was in 2008, and they held us and they brought us to overtime and we ended up winning 104-99. So hopefully it'll show up to be another one just like that.
As long as we're on the winning side, I guess we're going to be okay. The other thing
right.
about this Pleasantville team is, their quickness, and can St. Augustine handle that?
Yeah, like you said earlier, I think we really need to match their work ethic too. If they can work more, then who knows what can happen here, but hopefully we can get the edge on them.
Not usually a problem for St. Augustine in their home gym to get going. Like you said, get some crowd support tonight, have the Rowdies in behind them. I'm kind of interested to see substitution patterns for Coach Rodeo tonight. Normally it's right at that 4-minute mark. He'll go to that first substitution. If he sees something he doesn't like, I can see him going to the bench maybe even sooner than that.
Fun fact about Coach Rodeo, he's actually the all-time winning coach in South Jersey with more than, I think, 900 wins over his time here.
It's amazing, and every time we talk about it, we talk about how many more years is he going to do it. He's always into the game. He's as excited about this team as he was for one of his teams back in the 70s and 80s and 90s, and he's very excited about the program all the way from top to bottom. A great group of freshmen, a lot of them playing on the JV already, that he's very excited about. And he's really excited about this varsity group because of the way they play together.
I think chemistry does play a really important role here tonight.
Always does. It's just that intangible of you're pulling for the other guy. This team really is one, they don't care who scores. As long as they're getting it done, they're always excited for each other.
Hopefully we can get in the heads of the other opponents tonight too, maybe.
It can be a tough place to play.
Looks like we have 1 minute to go here until we kick it off. So again, here are our starting lineups for today's game. For the away team visiting us today, Pleasantville. At guard, 5'9", Jules Sanchez. Another guard, 6 foot, Marquise McLaughlin. And at the other guard spot, 5'11", Noel Gonzalez. At forward, we have Alejandro Rosado. And starting at forward for them, number 33, Elijah Jones. And for our home, St. Augustine Prep, we have starting number 2, Evan Foreman at guard. Number 11, Keith Alec, sitting at 6'4". And number 13, El Marco Jackson, another guard for us. Number 25, John Horner at forward. And last but not least, number 31, Matt Delaney, starting for us here tonight at center.
Same starting five the Hermits have been using. John Horner has struggled the last couple of games. Let's see if they can get him going early tonight.
And here we go with the tip. It's up and won by Pleasantville.
Hermits look to be in man-to-man to start. Look for them to sag to help inside on Jones.
Marquise McLaughlin with the ball now. Into number 24, Noel Gonzalez.
Illegal screen called there on 21. That's Rosado. He was trying, kind of slipped his hip into him a little bit. Hermits aggressive on the ball. I'm surprised to see that. Maybe they'll play the ball tough, get some help on the big guys from the other side. Let's see. Pleasantville going to start out in a 3-2 zone. Hermits struggled a little against the zone against Atlantic Tech the other night.
Foreman into El Marco Jackson. Back to Foreman.
Look for them to run Palak on the baseline to get that corner jumper or to catch one of the bigs inside.
Pleasantville really playing aggressive right now. El Marco Jackson with the ball. Into John Horner, who puts up a 3. Nails it.
Great sign for John Horner. His first touch, his first look, and first bucket.
Jules Sanchez bringing up the ball right now. Noel Gonzalez finds Sanchez, who puts one up and blocked by Foreman. Keith Alec with a deep 3. Off the rim, rebounded by Sanchez, who takes it to the hoop, dishes it off. Out of bounds, prep ball.
Nice hustle back by Jackson to get his hand in there and then knock it off the Jones. I expect to see the pace like this. Hermits hope to be in a more controlled pace.
El Marco Jackson, ball movement's key this game. And a turnover. Elijah Jones bringing up the ball. Will Gonzalez going to take a layup. Pleasantville with the offensive board.
It's a tough part. You got to try to keep Jones off the boards. He gets a bunch of points off the glass.
Alejandro missed layup and John Horner with the rebound. Kevin Foreman finds El Marco Jackson. Back to Foreman for 3. In and out.
Looks like Pleasantville is going to be content to allow St. Augustine to shoot from the outside.
Elijah Jones with the take, and he's fouled. Looks like that's John Horner with his first foul of the game.
Yeah, Horner stepping in to try to help Delaney there. Gets his hand on it. Going to send Jones to the line.
Elijah Jones looks like he could be trouble this game. Off to an aggressive start.
He is. He's aggressive. He's very, very active. Crashes the offensive boards hard.
Misses the first.
Let's see if the Hermits run off of this either made or missed foul shot. That's normally what they'd want to do, is still push it and get the ball down quickly.
And he misses both. St. Augustine ball.
Hermits dodge a little bullet there. It was almost a bucket. 2 missed foul shots, and the Hermits still lead at just that 3-0.
Kevin Foreman bringing up the ball.
See how far Pleasantville is backed off, allowing to be looking for it.
Foreman stuck in the corner, finds Delaney, who puts it up off the front rim, and it rolls in.
Great balance by Delaney to hold his man off. Good hands and nice finish.
Sanchez gets a screen. Finds Rosado, who drives in, puts up a layup, and is fouled.
Well, right there is what I talked about earlier about the quickness of Pleasantville against the size of St. Augustine. Just a one move, makes a move on John Horner, gets his feet a little slow, beats him baseline, and that's going to be a second foul, first on Delaney there. But Delaney had to step and help.
It looks like they like the drive, which could result into a problem if we can't control the paint this game.
Big part of their offense is penetrate and kick. That's what they're doing. St. Augustine doing a good job of stepping off the ball handler a little. That time Horner just got caught with his feet the wrong way, running out towards the ball handler.
First free throw was a miss, and the second one Rosado makes. Quick burst by Foreman.
You hear Coach Rodeo yelling to go. He wants to get down the floor before the zone can set up.
Wants to speed up play here.
Yep, and now they got to attack. Good look inside.
Delaney keeps it in. Horner into Foreman. Foreman finds Horner for three, and he drains it.
2 for 2, John Horner. 2 threes, 6 of the Hermits' 8 points.
They're letting him shoot, but St. Augustine Prep keeps making them.
Well, if Horner's going to get that look, he's going to take it, and he needs to.
And the travel by Marquise McLaughlin. St. Augustine ball.
Defensively, what St. Augustine's doing is they're going underneath the screens to stop the penetration. They don't want to chase the Pleasantville ball handlers, and so far it's worked for them. Switch on the defense to a 2-3 now to take the corners away with 3 men low now.
Palick into Foreman. Foreman finds Delaney. Delaney looking for a shot here. Gets one. And it's out of bounds. St. Augustine ball, keeping it in the offensive zone.
Delaney in the high post can do a lot of things. That time he took his own shot, but you could see he was looking for some teammate to go to.
Foreman inbounding. Finds Jackson at the 3. Sees Foreman. And out of bounds off of Delaney. Pleasantville ball. Quentin Gormley checking in for Elmarco Jackson now.
Well, I said Gormley has played well the last few games as that 6th man. He gives them some offense. He can score. He rebounds the ball. And defensively, look, he's right now on one of the best players for Pleasantville on Gonzalez.
Rosado. And out of bounds. Another turnover by Elijah Jones. St. Augustine ball.
Pleasantville they're trying to get the ball to Jones. Tried a little too hard there. Delaney with a good front. Gormley behind, and the turnover.
Palick with the ball back to Foreman. It finds its way to Delaney. He looks to put one up, and there's a travel beforehand.
Yeah, it looks like a hop step by Matt inside there, but I love the ball movement, swinging from one side to the other, and you can catch the big man on the block.
That's going to be a foul.
Gonzalez a little bit out of control, but Gormley slow getting across as Gonzalez made his move, and that's going to be Gormley's first.
1 for 4 from the line tonight. Let's see if they can improve that percentage right here. Gonzalez makes the first. Gonzalez with the second. Goes in. Foreman brings it up. layup. Quick pace game we got going here right now.
Well, both teams like to play that way.
Delaney puts it up, makes the contested layup.
A couple of pump fakes in there. Jones didn't leave his feet, but Delaney was still able to score.
Looks like Nick Leo is checking up for the first time this game. Seems as though Horner's coming off.
So there's the first timeout of the game called by Pleasantville. Gives us a chance to take a look at our keys to the game brought to us by our friends of Toyota of Vineland. The first we talk about controlling the boards. With Jones in the game, you're going to have to work hard on the glass to keep them off, to keep some of that's a big part of their scoring. So we've talked tempo already a lot. Control the tempo. Both teams want to go, but you have to be under control when you're running the break. And then the last thing is Pleasantville is a kind of team that if they get on a run, they're on a 4-0 run now. If they can get on a run, 4, 6, 8 points, that's when St. Augustine has to regroup and calm down and don't give them that run.
Jules Sanchez bringing up the ball.
Hermits in a zone now. They switch it up, coming out of the timeout. Pleasantville has to recognize and switch up their offense.
McLaughlin into Sanchez with a deep three. Elmarco Jackson with the rebound. Into Foreman, who sees Delaney open. Delaney with the contested three, and it's off. But a rebound by Nick Leo, and he's fouled.
Well, Nick Leo missed a couple of games. He had an injury sustained at practice. He missed a couple, came back the other day. He gives him some energy off the bench.
Foreman inbounding. He has Elmarco Jackson open. And out of bounds off of Marquise McLaughlin. Hermit's ball.
Hermits with
Elmarco sitting in the backcourt.
Hermits with two of their better shooters out, with both Palak and Horner out against this zone. Let's see what they do in this, how they're going to attack this last minute and 40 seconds.
Foreman's going to pull it out here. Into Elmarco Jackson. Leo to Delaney. Delaney puts it up. And it's in and out. Rebounded by Elijah Jones. Into Sanchez. 1 minute, 23 remaining. McLaughlin for three, and it's short. Out of bounds. St. Augustine ball.
This is another substitution I thought we might see against the zone. Brendan Westcott, good shooter, three-point range. He's going to come in the game. Look for him. He's going to come in cold, but look for him to get a shot if he's freed up to go ahead and take the three.
Westcott has it for the first time tonight. Finds Leo, who looks to have turned it over, but wins it back. Delaney out for Horner.
I love the look to the high post, but there's no reason to put it on the floor there. You can swing the ball, move the ball without putting it on the floor, gives the defense a chance to reach in.
It looks like they're trying to force a little bit too much right now.
Exactly. Too much inside.
And another turnover. McLaughlin with the ball. Finds Sanchez, who puts up a three. Drains it. 52 seconds to go in the quarter.
Nice little run here by Pleasantville. Brings it to 10-8.
Foreman brings it up. We have Westcott in the corner and Elmarco Jackson to the opposite side.
Hermit's going to take it down to take the last one. And the possession for the second quarter will be to St. Augustine, so if they can get something here and start the quarter with the ball again.
20 seconds to go. Ten seconds. Elmarco Jackson with the ball. Back to Foreman. Foreman out of bounds.
Nice play sniffed out there by Rosado as he saw the dish and the pass going out to Westcott.
6.5 to go. Westcott inbounding into Elmarco Jackson. And it's another almost turnover.
Yeah, Pleasantville quick to the ball. They're getting their hands on a lot of passes. Hermit's a little sloppy.
3.9 to go. Westcott inbounding again. Foreman has it.
Go right back to him.
Puts up a three, and it's off. 10-8 to end the quarter.
10-8 to end the quarter, and that first 10 points came early in that first quarter for St. Augustine. That second half, second half of the first quarter, not a whole lot of offense from the Hermits.
Yeah, just like you said, Pleasantville went on a little bit of a run there late on.
And what that run does, it takes St. Augustine out of their transition break game. It doesn't give them, well, they're not, I don't think St. Augustine's going to look to press tonight, but it doesn't give them a chance to do that. But they just look out of sync against that zone defense.
Looks like we have a good game on our hands, huh, Coach?
Well, Pleasantville always is going to be that way. And like I said, talking to Coach Warner, he said that he wants to see what team shows up. They get a little confidence with a little bit of a run there. Now they're going to come out play like a different team. St. Augustine a little too tentative. And I think you pointed it out right, trying to force the ball inside too much.
Let's see how we come out here in the second quarter.
You know, when you're not scoring, you tend to get a little more tentative. But Horner and Palick are out there to shoot the ball. And if they're going to get looks, they've got to take the shots.
Both starting lineups back onto the court. St. Augustine prep ball.
See if we draw something up here coming out.
Foreman inbounding to Marco Jackson, who's going to start it up. Back to Foreman. Foreman finds Delaney, little fake, easy layup.
Great play there, set up, double screen by the two bigs to get Delaney wide open.
Sanchez with the ball into McLaughlin.
The man-to-man.
McLaughlin's going to take one, and it's off. Delaney with the rebound. Finds an outlet in Foreman. Foreman drives, finds Delaney. Delaney with an easy bucket.
Finds Delaney was, I think he got a little lucky. Delaney coming in behind him. He almost lost the ball, but Matty there to pick it up.
A three by Sanchez. Marco Jackson with the outlet. Puts up a shot, and it's good.
Tough, strong move by El Marco there. Right to the hole, had a smaller defender on him, went up strong.
Elijah Jones on the ball now. Into McLaughlin. Hermits with the stop, off to a little run here to start the second quarter. Into Horner. And they call a foul at the rim on Elijah Jones.
Well, I'm going to say we got a good look at it. I'm going to say he got him with the body because it looked like it was clean up top. But Horner went up strong. Jones went up with him. And the foul call.
They're being aggressive in the paint.
Well, they've gotten out on the break now. Gotten out a little bit.
Horner at the line. Makes the first. 17-8 with 6:48 to go.
Good start to the quarter for the Hermits. Coming out aggressive.
And just like you said a minute ago, we're off to an 8-0 start.
Now they're getting into a little zone pressure. Force Pleasantville to see over it. El Marco almost with the steal.
Gonzalez finds Rosado in the corner. Puts up a three, and it's rebounded by El Marco Jackson. They're on the break. Finds Horner.
I thought Horner had the shot there. He kicked it out.
He takes that one instead and nails it.
And it's a different John Horner. You just see the way he's out there. He's animated. He's into it. His teammates are into it for it. And John Horner with 3 threes playing much better tonight.
They thought they had him for a second, and then look at that on the opposite side of the court. Nails another three tonight.
Well, we just finished the quarter at 10-8. Hermits with an 11-0 run to start the quarter, 21-8. And now it's the Hermits that have all the momentum.
And the first full timeout for Pleasantville. If you didn't hear me earlier, tonight's game is being brought to you by all of our great Hermit Pride sponsors. To start us off, Toyota of Vineland, Ottinger Golf Group, Clark.
See if the Hermits change up defensively again, showing Pleasantville a different look. And it looks like they're going to fall back to a zone.
No changes to either lineup here.
3-2 zone for the Hermits. Look at a lot of talking. On trap in the corner, not there.
Sanchez into Jones. And Jones is fouled, going to the line.
They're going to call that on Matt Delaney on the tip, on the rebound. I thought Palick got the first block, and then they called on Delaney. Now that's 2 on Matty.
He's got to be careful. Only halfway through the second quarter. First one's up. He makes it.
And with the lead of right now of 12, St. Augustine, Coach Roeder is going to take Delaney out. Doesn't want him to get the third. And if the Hermits can maintain a lead here, maybe he sits them for most of this quarter.
Nick Leo back in. Second foul shot. It's off. Rebounded by Keith Palick. Palick brings up the ball. Finds Horner. Horner into Foreman. Marco Jackson. Takes one to the hoop. In and out. Rebounded by Elijah Jones. Elijah Jones looking to take one here. And they're going to call a charge on Elijah Jones.
I'd say Nick Leo got back. I kind of thought he slid a little bit when Jones finally went up. Hermits get the call. That's going to be 2 now on Jones as well. And now full court pressure from Pleasantville.
Looking to stay aggressive, Marco Jackson. Foreman with the ball. Stolen by Jules Sanchez, who brings it up the court. Finds McLaughlin, who puts up the layup. It's good.
Pleasantville now going to turn up the heat a little, see if they can turn the Hermits over like they did there.
Marco Jackson into Palick. Palick swinging it back to Marco Jackson. And another turnover by St. Augustine. They really got to keep an eye on that.
Just sloppy on some of those internal passes.
McLaughlin misses a 3, but it's rebounded by Rosado. Gonzalez with the shot. It's off. Another offensive board, but it's pushed out of bounds. St. Augustine ball.
Well, you hit a couple of threes, it changes Pleasantville's mentality defensively. They're now out pressuring, and now it's actually working for them because they're turning the Hermits over.
Marco Jackson finds Leo with the close range. Rebounded by Elijah Jones. Sanchez finds Gonzalez. He looks like he's going to take one in here.
Wow.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know if there was much contact at all by Horner. Gonzalez actually did a nice job of avoiding the contact. I thought maybe he walked, but the call goes against Horner, and that's 2 on Horner as well.
Both the big men with 2 fouls tonight.
Nice job by Jackson to cut off the penetration.
McLaughlin with another corner 3, and it's short again. But that's a really good putback by Alejandro Rosado.
Yeah, bad job by the guards of St. Augustine not boxing out.
Marco Jackson in the corner puts up a 3. And it's off. Rebounded by Sanchez. The spin move, and they're on the break. Finds McLaughlin, and he can't handle that pass. Out of bounds.
And no need for that kind of a pass. Just a straight bounce pass. You got a 3-on-1 there. Hermit's lucky to dodge a bullet.
Quentin Gormley in for Keith Palick. And Brendan Westcott in for Marco Jackson.
Coach Roeder looks to stay without Delaney again. Hopefully they can weather the storm a little.
Raheem Muhammad making his first appearance for Pleasantville. Put up by Leo, and it's good.
Nick Leo not deterred by the big man behind him and gets the roll.
Elijah Jones with a 3. A putback by Rosado's off.
That's twice that they've come crashing from the outside. That one didn't go.
Like you said earlier, rebounding could really be a big part in today's game.
Nice pass. Westcott finds Leo. Good pass inside.
That's 2 in a row for Westcott. He's starting to catch some fire here. Sanchez takes it. Another putback, just like we said earlier. This time McLaughlin with the 2.
Can't miss your assignment on the box out. It's giving Pleasantville a little life.
A fake there, and the ball's in Westcott's hands. Into Foreman. Leo with the ball now. Westcott draws a foul.
Not in the penalty either way yet. That's 5 on both teams. It's kind of tough to switch gears, but in that set, the Hermits had pushed the ball. They've been pushing the ball. Now you're attacking that defense. Now you just slow it down and run your set.
Anthony Nunez going in for the first time tonight.
He's going to take Jones out again with the 2 fouls, which I think is smart without Delaney in the game.
Quentin Gormley with the ball now. Finds Foreman. Westcott has it into Horner. Horner swings it over to Leo. Leo back to Horner. Foreman with the take with the left, and it's good.
Great job with the left, avoiding the hand of the defender, stretched out, and good job. That nice set play by the Hermits.
Muhammad with the ball now. Finds Gonzalez. Back to Muhammad. Muhammad with the take, in and out. Rebounded by Nick Leo. Kevin Foreman gets himself out of trouble on that one. And Horner with the 3. Short, but rebounded by Gormley. They switch it.
Nice job. Nice job by the Hermits not to force there, to pull it back out and run it to the shot you want to get.
The rotation going here is really helping out the Hermits on their ball movement.
Makes the defense work for the whole possession.
Foreman with the ball. Rosado with the 2nd foul of the game.
Hermit's going to inbound again, 123. Pallett's going to check back in. He's going to get Horner. This group has done a nice job. 3 bench guys on the floor right now, and they've done a good job at settling the Hermits down.
Almarco checks in. Gormley out. 1:23 remaining here in the first half.
Paul Rodeo going to call a timeout here with 1:23. Just wants to make sure he finishes this quarter strong with the right group on the floor and making sure that all 5 know what he wants.
St. Augustine leading here tonight in the second quarter, 27-15 against Pleasantville.
10-8 at the corner, so only 7 points for Pleasantville so far in this quarter. A little bit of foul trouble with Jones. He's now checking back in. The Hermits have been able to go these last almost 5 minutes now without Delaney on the floor with his 2 fouls. Let's see what Coach Rodeo draws up coming out of this timeout. I'm going to look for some kind of clear out for Jackson or Foreman to penetrate.
Foreman gets it back. Into Jackson. Jackson to Foreman.
They tried to run the alley-oop play there to Jackson. Jones was kind of waiting for it.
Foreman finds Leo at the corner. Marco Jackson with the ball. Westcott on it, swings it to Palak. Palak finds Leo. Palick in the corner. Double dribble. Pleasantville ball with 54 seconds remaining in the second.
I think the ball got knocked away from Palick, but he's questioning that, but I think he did take the extra dribble before. Pleasantville got a chance here in the last 50 seconds.
Muhammad holding it into McLaughlin. Into Jones, and Jones with the slam.
That's a really well-run pick and roll there to get the big man on the roll.
Foreman looking to pick things up here into Elmarco Jackson. Elmarco Jackson finds Leo at the hoop, and one.
Nick Leo, good minutes off the bench. That's, I think, 3 buckets for Nick. He's got a chance for the three-point play here with 31 and a half seconds.
That's a really good take as Quentin Gormley comes and checks in. Keith Palick. That should do it for him for the first half. Zion Kendrick making his first appearance for the game as well. Brendan Westcott coming off.
Good defensive group for the Hermits here. Let's see if they do anything or just play it straight out for the last 31 seconds.
Muhammad with the rebound. Elijah Jones.
Yeah, Hermits fall back to a zone here. 2-3 zone.
And it's stolen. Foreman's going to take it. No, he's going to find Jackson, and it's blocked at the rim by...
I think it was McLaughlin that came back, right?
I think it was, yeah. Number 15, Marquise McLaughlin.
Marco went up for the jam on a good dish.
Coach Rodeo not too happy about that one.
Well, I don't think Marco knew someone was coming from behind.
And it's stolen off the inbound. And a charge is called.
Westcott got there, planted his feet, takes the charge as Gonzalez was pushing down the floor. Going to get a last look for the Hermits with 9.6.
Palick's back in. They might be getting him a last-second shot here if they can. And the foul's committed by Alejandro Rosado.
Yeah, that's a foul. I'm sure Coach Warner is not happy about that. It's in the backcourt. There's only 9 seconds left. Westcott was in a tough spot. You're going to put him at the line now for a 1-and-1. Going to be some defensive subs again. Kendrick going to come in for Westcott, the shooter.
Westcott with the first. It's off, but rebounded by Gormley and out of bounds.
Gormley again, nice job, gets an offensive rebound. Another possession for the Hermits with 4.8. Going to go Delaney back here.
As with
and
Horner.
Yeah.
Gormley and Leo off.
I'm gonna guess if he's going back to Matty here, this is going inside to him.
Looks like they're looking for him. They can't find anything, but they find him eventually. He puts one up, and it's off the front iron. So that will send us into halftime with the Hermits 29, leading the Greyhounds 17. Coach Catalan and I will be back with the first half stats right after some words from our Hermit sponsors.
At Toyota of Vineland, we have a huge selection of quality pre-owned vehicles inspected to give you peace of mind and offered at incredible values, starting as low as $49.95. Get top dollar for your trade. Plus, our Toyota certified vehicles come with a limited warranty and roadside assistance. At Toyota of Vineland, we strive to be the best dealership in town by taking care of what's really important, you. So come to Toyota of Vineland. We have the best cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
Welcome to Clark & Fox. a company dedicated to representing the international and domestic insurance markets. We are a group of individuals who created a world-class law firm and company through passion, purpose, and practice. We pride ourselves on providing consistent and extraordinary legal services to our clients from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to California and many places in between. Our goal is to become the most knowledgeable and respected law firm representing the insurance industry. This singular goal guides and defines all of our decisions. If you wish to join the Clark & Fox team, either as a client or member of our firm, please reach out to us.
At Toyota of Vineland, we have a huge selection of quality pre-owned vehicles inspected to give you peace of mind and offered at incredible values, starting as low as $49.95. Get top dollar for your trade. Plus, our Toyota certified vehicles come with a limited warranty and roadside assistance. At Toyota of Vineland, we strive to be the best dealership in town by taking care of what's really important, you. So come to Toyota of Vineland. We have the best cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
Welcome to Clark & Fox, a company dedicated to representing the international and domestic insurance markets. We are a group of individuals who created a world-class law firm and company through passion, purpose, and practice. We pride ourselves on providing consistent and extraordinary legal services to our clients from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to California and many places in between. Our goal is to become the most knowledgeable and respected law firm representing the insurance industry. This singular goal guides and defines all of our decisions. If you wish to join the Clark & Fox team, either as a client or member of our firm, please reach out to us.
And we are back here at St. Augustine Prep with the Hermits leading Pleasantville, 29-17. It's Robert Holland alongside my broadcast partner, Coach Dave Catalana. Leading Pleasantville tonight with 6 points, we have number 15, Marquise McLaughlin. And then we have Jules Sanchez, Alejandro Rosado, and Elijah Jones all with 3, and Noel Gonzalez with 2. For St. Augustine Prep, we have John Horner, who started off hot with 11 points, Matt Delaney with 8, Nick Leo with 6 coming off the bench, and Evan Foreman and Marco Jackson both with 2. Back to you, Coach.
Yeah, the two things that jump out to me on that, the first part is that Jones only has 3 points. I mean, this is a guy that's averaging in the 20s. St. Augustine's done a decent job. He got in a little bit of foul trouble and had to sit for a couple of minutes, but only 3 points there. And the other thing is no three-pointers at least from McLaughlin, who's one of their best three-point shooters. Hermit's got that early run with Horner, and then that late run with Nick Leo. A little bit unexpected, Nick coming in and scoring some points for the Hermits.
Yeah, I think the bench really is helping us out tonight. We hope you are enjoying the game tonight on the Hermits Broadcasting Channel. Tonight's game and all of our broadcasts are brought to you through the generous support of our Hermit sponsors: Toyota of Vineland, Ottinger Golf Group, Clark & Fox Law Firm, NMR Events, Pickwickian Tavern, Atlantic Medical Imaging, Proof Productions, and last but not least, Richland Carpet and Flooring.
Well, it's been a good first half. This gives us a chance with a couple of minutes. We'd love to highlight, some of the great players that have come through St. Augustine, and a lot of them that have just been out this last few years that are on that next level. Some of the Hermit alumni that are playing in college, and a lot of them doing some great things, especially when you look around and you see the 1,000-point club that's up there, and there's so many great players that have been through. But just to highlight a few of them, Saeed Nelson is a senior down at American University, averaging over 16 points a game, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, and he's within shooting distance of the all-time leading scoring record at American. He's only about 400 points behind.
That's awesome.
And he's just had a great career down there, playing for an assistant coach, Scott Greenman, another St. Augustine alum. Saeed's had a great career. Justin Mutz is in his second year. After a year at High Point, he's at the University of Delaware, playing great in his first year with them. 12.5 points, 9 rebounds for a team that's 12-6 right now. Marlon Hargis is up at Holy Cross. Team struggling a little bit, only 2-15, but Marlon in his second year, 7 points per game, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and he has done, he's done a nice job. He's actually started 7 of the last 8 games at Holy Cross. And Charles Solomon, who just graduated last year from St. Augustine down at Belmont Abbey, the team that's 11-5. Charles is averaging over 8 points, 5 rebounds, and he started 15 of their 16 games. So they're doing some great things. Austin Kennedy is on a redshirt year at the University of Sciences. And also have to shout out to our other alumni, basketball and football player, Austin Johnson, who's playing for the Tennessee Titans. Austin taking a chance in the AFC Championship game this weekend, making all of our alumni proud of them, and hopefully they can get to a Super Bowl.
That really is special, Coach. Getting ready to start the second half action. What are you looking forward to seeing today?
Well, we've seen the runs from both teams. The early part of this quarter is going to see who dictates. You saw what St. Augustine did to start the second quarter. They went on that 10-0 run, kind of put Pleasantville back a little bit. They called the timeout and had to step back. Hermit's got their momentum going a little. It's this early part of this third quarter that's going to decide it. The other thing I'm going to be looking for is the foul trouble. If Delaney picks up his third, or if Jones picks up his third, that could be big as we go down to the stretch of the game.
A really aggressive game in the paint, and fouls could really come into play here late on. Pleasantville looking to come out on a run down 12, and the Hermits looking to keep it at a decent distance.
Kind of interested to see how St. Augustine's going to come out defensively. They've shown some zone, they've shown some man pressing, they've shown some zone pressing. Really like to see what they're going to come out and doing. I think Pleasantville's going to come back in the aggressive man, because that worked for them late in that second quarter.
Less than 30 seconds until we kick things off here for the second half. The Hermits looking to make their record 8-2, and Pleasantville looking to make theirs 7-4.
Looks like the Hermits are going to come out with the starting 5, same group
as with Pleasantville.
And it's going to be Pleasantville ball, inbounding in front of their home bench. Coach Butch Warner, his son Cameron Warner, a great player at Pleasantville. Beside him is assistant coach.
Sanchez brings it up and finds Gonzalez. Gonzalez takes one And there might have been a tip there, but it's rebounded by Elijah Jones anyways, and he gets a 2.
I just started off by saying Jones only had 3. They kept him off the boards, and right away he rebounds, and man-to-man by Pleasantville.
Paddock stuck with the ball, finds Delaney. Delaney looks to post up here, finds himself some space, and puts up a nice reverse.
Did you watch Jones there? He just basically stood there, didn't go for the pump fakes. He did not want to pick up the foul.
McLaughlin misses a 3, rebounded by Elmarco Jackson, who brings it up. Elmarco Jackson looks to drive, puts up a layup, and he gets a really nice finish there at the rim. Difficult shot.
Good push, great finish.
Jones calling for the ball in the paint. Finds Sanchez for the corner 3. Elmarco Jackson on the outlet, takes one, misses, but Matt Delaney's there for the putback.
Matt Delaney following it up, not just waiting back. He saw Jackson with some pressure on him and finished it.
Sanchez into McLaughlin. Brings it up top into Jones. Jones with an offensive board. Overshoots one, rebounded by Horner. Into Foreman. Foreman finds Jackson. And Jackson with the slam.
That's how you run the 2-on-1. Great job by Foreman. He pulled the defender, and Jackson knew how to finish.
Gonzalez holding into McLaughlin. McLaughlin takes one off the front rim. Delaney with the rebound.
Hermits don't have the quickness, but they've got the length, and that time that bothered the Pleasantville ball handler.
Foreman tries to move there, and it's off of Sanchez. Hermits ball. Elmarco Jackson gets that one and puts up a nice take there by Elmarco Jackson, another 2 points.
Marco's feeling it here. That's 3 buckets for him here right away in the second half.
McLaughlin ends up with the ball in the corner and makes a 3, ending the Hermits' run.
Well,
Foreman brings it up.
That's his spot, McLaughlin, that 3.
Delaney, spot-up shooter, nails the 3.
Bigs that can shoot. Matt Delaney in the trail.
And a turnover. Elmarco Jackson looks to bring it up. What's he going to do this time? Finds Horner, and Foreman's open for 3. He pulls it. Off, but another rebound by John Horner, and he adds 2 more to his total. Matt Delaney works back for that one.
Almost got all the way back. Hermits now have extended that lead 44-22 in just about a blink of an eye.
Muhammad is in, as with Mitchie Valius, making his first appearance on the night. Foreman on Muhammad. Finds Jackson in the corner. A little fake, and he drains the mid-range. He's really heating up, isn't he?
He is definitely feeling it. He came off of that screen so confident and pulled up with the mid-range.
McLaughlin looking to find something, and it's blocked by Horner. Horner into Elmarco Jackson. What can he do here? And he just misses the layup, out of bounds. Pleasantville ball.
I look at him now. He's breathing a little heavy. I think he was going to go up to jam. Just didn't get up quite high enough and rolls off the rim.
Almost the second jam of the night. Muhammad with the ball now, looking to drive, takes one, and it's off. Delaney with the rebound. He's off to a sprint. Delaney finds the shot, and it's short. And it's last tip by Pleasantville. Hermits ball. Horner with the ball in the corner, finds Palak. Palak into Jackson. Jackson making space for himself, and it's blocked by Jones.
Nice job by Jones there. Gets the block.
Muhammad bringing it up. Looks like the Hermits are going back to the bench. The same been using all game, but it has turned out pretty good for them, I must say.
Yeah, those three played very well in the first half.
Leo, Westcott, and Gormley all coming in. Horner, Alec, and Marco Jackson are out of the game.
Great 4 minutes there from Marco, and John Horner as well.
Muhammad into Vallejos. Rosado with the take. 2 points for him. Foreman brings it up with speed. Finds Delaney at the 3. What's he going to do here? Finds Westcott.
Over with this pressure, the backdoor cuts may be there.
Delaney with the fake and is blocked.
We're going to call
jump
it a jump ball.
St. Augustine keeps the ball though. Foreman inbounding.
Oh, he had one more. He had Westcott there on the wing.
Yeah, he was looking for it too. Foreman finds Gormley. Westcott with the high arching layup, but it finds its way into the net.
I think that's why they pulled it out that time, because they knew what play they wanted to run. And great job running it by the two seniors.
That's a good take by Muhammad. Another 2 points for him. Westcott finds Delaney in the backcourt. Delaney's going to bring it up. Finds Foreman. Foreman into Westcott.
Hermit's going to spread it out a little.
They find Delaney, who misses a close one. Elijah Jones with the rebound into Muhammad. Pleasantville really trying to be aggressive here, trying to come back from this 22-point lead St. Augustine has here.
Your Coach Rodeo yells step there, and Leo got there just a little bit late. Foul is going to be called on Leo. That's his first.
Looks like Horner might be coming in here for Matt Delaney, and he is. Jules Sanchez comes back in for Vallejos, and McLaughlin's going to have to make an exit here. Noel Gonzalez coming back into the game.
Trodio has been real comfortable with this 8-man rotation, using Leo off the bench with Gormley, with Westcott, and they played well for him tonight off the bench.
Muhammad cuts the lead to 20. Foreman finds the ball and gets hit from behind hard. Jules Sanchez called for the foul.
Nice job of breaking the press there. Inbound to Gormley. He catches Foreman on the move.
Foreman's going to take one here. In and out. Horner finds the ball and loses it. Muhammad now going the other way. Takes one. And another charge on Pleasantville.
Twice now. Westcott has gotten there. He's gotten set. Taking the charge.
The bench really playing an important role in tonight's game.
Well, at this pace, you're going to need a break. Kevin Foreman seems to be the only one that ever doesn't get a break. But you're going to need a break there. Go to the bench again. Here comes Xavier Ernst.
Making his first appearance of the game. They find Foreman. He slows things down. Back into Westcott. Westcott into Leo. Leo with the fake. They find Xavier Ernest, who puts up the 3 and makes his first shot of the game. His first touch, too.
Not exactly sure that's what you want, but he made the shot. First touch, as you said.
Gonzalez, this is the 3, but rebounded by Rosado. Gonzalez puts up another one. Misses that, too. A bit of miscommunication on the boards. And a foul committed by St. Augustine.
Hermit bigs have done a good job on Jones. That time it was Leo. They're boxing out. It's the wings that are leaving it open, and Rosado has gotten plenty of offensive rebounds from crashing from the wing.
And just like that, Jones is out of the game. He's really been having trouble tonight.
Yeah, Hermit's done a good job on him inside.
They're going to call a foul there.
It'll be Gormley. As Muhammad was driving in, smaller group for Pleasantville. Look for pressure all over the floor now for this last minute and a half here in the minute 18 in the third.
First one to make, Muhammad. Elmarco Jackson and Kevin Foreman both check back in. The second one's in as well. Pleasantville in the high press right now. Foreman works his way out of it. They find Elmarco, who finds Nick Leo, who puts it up for an easy layup.
It's well run. Nice job. Pushed down the sideline. Once Foreman got out of the trap, the Hermits could break it easily.
And a really nice reverse there by Alejandro Rosado.
He's played well for them tonight. Very active.
Marco Jackson bringing up the ball. Looking to find something open right now. Instead, he turns it over and commits the foul. Not what Coach Rodeo wants to see here tonight.
No, got a little bit loose with the ball there when the double team came.
Raheem Muhammad brings up the ball once again. No foul on the call. Rosado with another bucket. Elmarco with the ball in the press. Finds Leo in the paint, and it's in.
Another good dish from Marco. That's a charge. Yep.
Another
absolutely.
one.
Yep. Listen, you hold your ground. You're ready for that. Nick Leo's not going to go up to try to block the shot there. And he did a nice job holding his feet. Gets the charge.
8 seconds to go in the quarter. Elmarco Jackson with the ball. Takes one all the way, and it's in. 2 seconds to go. And that's going to do it for the quarter. 57-34. St. Augustine Prep Hermits leading the way.
Well, I'm going to venture to say that third quarter was Marco Jackson's quarter. I mean, he did so many good things for the Hermits. I don't know how many total points he had there, but we know he had the 6-0 run early in that quarter. He finished strong again, had the one dunk. Just a really good quarter for Marco.
Really consistent there by the Hermits overall, too. Worked out of their way of the press, and looks like fast breaks really helped them out there.
So halftime score for Pleasantville, they had, what was the half?
Halftime, they were down.
17, so they put up a decent number there, but it was the Hermits who really got out with a 28-point quarter there. Really got out and running, whereas they're the best. Nick Leo's, I'm looking over there, Nick Leo gave them really good minutes inside.
He's really been an essence off the bench today. I've said it once, I'll say it again.
You know, this team, when we talked about the balance of the team, you see it clearly tonight. You saw some minutes, it was John Horner. Delaney's had his minutes. Obviously, Marco had his minutes there. Foreman has just been steady the whole game.
Sanchez with the ball to start the fourth. Rosado. Muhammad has one. Finds Gonzalez into McLaughlin. Gonzalez with the little move there. And the shot's short, but rebounded by Rosado.
How many times have you said that? He's gotten there on the offensive boards. And again,
Just like that. What'd you say? Another bucket for Rosado.
working hard. Started out this quarter, it was a 17-point game, but that can change quickly.
Pleasantville ball now.
Any kind of team like this, especially Pleasantville, we've seen it already tonight. If they can get on a run, they can close this gap, and then you start getting into that 5-minute, 4-minute mark. If they can be within striking distance, into 12, 10 points halfway through the quarter, they've got a shot going down the stretch.
Sanchez inbounding. Finds Mohammed in the corner. Looking to make something happen here, Pleasantville. Sanchez with the three. It's short and rebounded by Horner. Turned over again by the Hermits. Coach Rodeo not liking the start of the fourth quarter here for the Hermits.
Nope. It's like Hermits, again, keep this lead. Oh, that would have been big for Pleasantville to get it under 20.
Foreman brings it up. Into Palick. Finds out Marco Jackson.
Great
and back
job.
up top to Foreman.
Yeah, great job. Pull it back out. Beat the press. Pull it out. Run your set.
And Marco Jackson all the way to the hoop. And he gets the easy two. Pleasantville looking to break here. No call, but the Hermits end up with the ball anyways. Way to keep that in there, Horner. And they bring it all the way back to Kevin Foreman. Foreman overshoots the take, but it's put back up nicely by Keith Palick. Trying to get himself going here again in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
Gonzalez short on the three. McLaughlin with the three. Lined it up nice and nailed it. Foreman using his speed to his best ability right now.
Spreading the floor. Coach Rodeo wants to spread the floor. Use the aggressiveness of Pleasantville. Maybe the back door will be there. Or just run some clock.
Waiting for that open shot. And they get it here with Delaney.
Good handle by John Horner.
Being patient. Another three by McLaughlin, and he makes another. That's 2 for 2 this quarter.
That's his spot. I mean, that three-pointer, he can do that. Might be a little too late, maybe.
And another turnover from the Hermits. Gormley's in for Horner. Five minutes remaining in the corner with a score of 63-42. The Hermits leading. Muhammad's been looking to drive all game, and he's done it once again there. Another 2 points for him.
Brings it under 20. Sizable but not comfortable. Coach Rodeo is never comfortable.
Pleasantville's really going to need to make a run here late on. They find Delaney. He holds it. And a timeout's called by Coach Rodeo.
So clearly whatever it was the offense was trying to run, not what he wanted to see, uses one of his timeouts here. And like I said, into this last 4 minutes, you just said Pleasantville's going to have to make a run very quickly here to try to get some shot as we're going into the last couple minutes. I don't know if they've got it in them, though. One thing Coach Warner did say, he told me they're going to play hard, and I think they did. The Hermits did a good job of taking Jones out of the game. He's back in here now. See if they can muster something here in 4 minutes and 39 seconds. Look for the Hermits to run some time here, spread the floor.
Keith Palak inbounding. Finds out Marco Jackson in the backcourt. Foreman holding. Looks like they're running down the clock here late on. Way to recover there by Foreman. And it ends up in Pleasantville's hands anyways, though.
I see what Palak was trying to do there. Maybe the safer pass would have made more sense at that spot.
What I have to say is coming into this game, I expected a lot more from Elijah Jones. I haven't noticed him much this game.
No, absolutely. I think they've done a good job neutralizing him a little. You know, they've used their size. I think the bigs have done a good job of boxing him out. The wings not so much, but I think they've done a nice job on Jones.
And another turnover by Pleasantville, but it's overthrown a little bit by Matt Delaney.
Yeah, he had Westcott out in front. Just a little too far.
Sanchez with the ball. Finds Rosado, and he nails the three.
He's been impressive. He's played really well for them tonight.
Really aggressive on the boards, and he shot well. You got to give that to him. Foreman with the ball. Gormley into Delaney. Back to Gormley. That's a really good play right there.
Super play. Nice finish by Quinton, but it was all made by the pass by Matt Delaney.
Now Marco Jackson's going to be checking in here. McLaughlin makes the first. 17-point game.
Zone pressure, get it to the middle, look to the off wing.
Good passing play here from the Hermits, and they find Gormley in the corner, who works its way back up to Kevin Foreman.
Smart to pull it back out.
Fouls committed. Jules Sanchez.
Not in a 1-and-1 yet. Just under 3 minutes. That's the fourth foul.
Gormley's inbounding. Finds Foreman.
It's the double.
That's good hustle by Gormley, but he can't keep it. And Pleasantville looks to break. Rosado with another bucket. 14-point game. St. Augustine keeps the ball.
Still in that danger zone. 14 points, 2.5 minutes.
They can make a little run here.
That'll help.
Gormley with a nice layup.
From
Found by
Delaney
Matt
again.
Delaney, yep. McLaughlin with the fake, and he's fouled.
I love Coach Rodo does that. He pulled Brendan Westcott over and he's telling him, don't stop the clock. He was the one getting double teamed. It was kind of hard for him.
Yeah.
2 guys on him. Kind of tough out there, Coach.
Hey, he's hard on him, but it pays off. Foreman worked his way out of that one, but he was fouled just beforehand. Delaney with the ball. Finds Jackson. Westcott looks to take it.
Defense was over pursuing. He finds a lane and a good finish.
Back to 17.
Good hands by Gormley and Delaney.
But it's turned over by Westcott. McLaughlin for three. He's been hitting them, but he misses that one. Now Marco Jackson finds Foreman with another bucket. Composed finish from him.
Gormley
it's
again
blocked.
with the tip, yeah.
Now Marco Jackson. Oh, just misses that slam. He's going for an ambitious one. He might try it again here. No, he's just going to take the layup there.
He thought a little better of that. He knew he was coming over to the bench, and he didn't want to hear Coach Rodo if he missed another dunk, but
decided to give himself an extra 2 points.
Sure. Well, that's a good, when it got a little bit close, they got into that 14 point. St. Augustine needed to put it away, and they kind of did there with a nice little run. Defensively, Delaney, Gormley, and then offensively, Foreman, Jackson. Both teams going to their benches here to finish up what'll be the Hermits' 8th win of the year.
Lucas Rooney and Bradley Collot making their first appearances, as with John Dewar. Kendrick brings it up. Ernest is fouled. Goes to the line.
So interesting with Pleasantville, and talking to the coach, he told me, you know, this is a team that can play very well. They're young. There'll be other times where they just don't look like they know what they're doing on the floor. And I think we saw both of that in this game. There were sequences where they looked really good. They were running. Their defense was great. And then there were other times the Hermits kind of did what they wanted to do, and that's when those stretches came and St. Augustine could build this lead.
Overall, I think it's a really good win by St. Augustine tonight.
Oh, it is. Yep, absolutely. A good quality league opponent that came in with an aggressive game plan.
Pleasantville with the rebound. St. Germain with the ball. Pleasantville stays with it. Mateo going to the line.
Pleasantville going to drop to 6 and 5. And a few big ones coming up. Millville on Friday. Then they go with Holy Spirit here. Big one against Wildwood Catholic coming up on the road. Getting into that part of the season, the big league season, 3 games a week, not a lot of practice time. Coach Rodeo's been through it several times before, though, so he'll have them ready.
Matthew makes the last free throw. The Hermits keep possession here. Kendrick looking to end the game here. And that's going to do it. So that will do it tonight as the Hermits convincingly beat Pleasantville by a score of 75-54. Overall, a strong performance by the Hermits tonight.
Very balanced, as we said. A couple of every time you turned around, it was a different Hermit whose name you were calling out. It was, John Horner early. It was Matty Delaney a lot through the game. Elmarco Jackson with just a great third quarter there when we really need to pull the lead out, put the game away.
We're going to take a look at the final stats once we return after this message from one of our Hermit Pride sponsors.
Toyota of Vineland. We have a huge selection of quality pre-owned vehicles inspected to give you peace of mind and offered at incredible values, starting as low as $49.95. Get top dollar for your trade. Plus, our Toyota certified vehicles come with a limited warranty and roadside assistance. At Toyota of Vineland, we strive to be the best dealership in town by taking care of what's really important, you. So come to Toyota of Vineland. We have the best cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
Welcome to Clark & Fox, a company dedicated to representing the international and domestic insurance markets. We are a group of individuals who created a world-class law firm and company through passion, purpose, and practice. We pride ourselves on providing consistent and extraordinary legal services to our clients from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to California and many places in between. Our goal is to become the most knowledgeable and respected law firm representing the insurance industry. This singular goal guides and defines all of our decisions. If you wish to join the Clark & Fox team, either as a client or member of our firm, please reach out to us.
And we are back here at St. Augustine as the Hermits beat the Pleasantville Greyhounds 75-54. Taking a look at tonight's stats for the Hermits, Matt Delaney led the scoring with 17. Elmarco Jackson put up a strong 16, having a strong third quarter. and John Horner had a hot game with 13 points. Kevin Foreman, Brendan Westcott, and Quentin Gormley all with 4 points, and Keith Pallick with 2. For the Pleasantville Greyhounds, up, and Noel Gonzalez and Chris Matthew put up 2 points.
Yeah, probably the biggest stat that you said there was Jones only having 5, Gonzalez only having 2 as well. Hermits did a great job of stopping them. I love the balance of the Hermits. Everybody took a turn taking over offensively, and I really liked seeing John Horner getting back to how he had played earlier in the year. He had a couple games where he struggled a little. He came out right from the start of this game. He was very aggressive. He hit his shots, and the whole game he was engaged. He was rebounding, and when he wasn't scoring, he was defending. I thought a really nice floor game from John Horner. And as you mentioned a few times during the broadcast, that bench, there's 3 or 4 guys off the bench. Gormley, Westcott, Leo gave him great minutes.
Overall, a good solid night for the Hermits as they move to 8-2 on the season, and Pleasantville falls to 6-5. That's going to do it for us tonight. We want to thank our Hermits broadcasting crew that helped us bring you tonight's game. Carson Quinn and Ryan Marango, both in the freshman class on the camera, and Andreas LaRosa on the board, also a freshman. Steve Hawk helped us with the stats, and of course, Will Morris, the voice of the Hermits, providing us with all important information about tonight's game. Once again, your final score, Hermits 75, Pleasantville 54. Our next basketball game will be Monday night, January 20th, as the Hermits host Cal rival Holy Spirit, and Hermits Broadcasting will be here to bring you all the action. Until then, this is Robert Holland.
And Dave Catalana.
Thanks for watching St. Augustine Prep Basketball on the Hermits Broadcasting Network.
Good job, man. Great job, Rob.
Thank you. You too.